All right, good morning and good afternoon. Welcome to the New York session. Today is Monday, the first day of July and June, first trading day of June. Okay. Apologize for my son is back home, and I had to do a few stuff for him, so that's why I'm coming in a bit late. But all the same, I'm here. So let's look at what price is doing. Dollar index, we've taken out that low, which was the target, and we can go further down, but today being Monday, maybe after taking out this low they might pull back before they continue going down. So just be careful going long on the foreign currencies. But it will continue going down, but just be mindful because they've dropped down on Monday instead of pulling back first, similar to what happened last week. Monday needs to trade up first, but they traded down, so maybe it might pull back and then we continue going down. So this New York session, I recommend not doing anything. Let's wait till the day will close and then we can see going forward what's going to happen. But more importantly, I want us to look at it from the monthly perspective, because we've gone into a new month and we need to recalibrate and see what the month is going to do. So from the monthly perspective, you can see that this month was an inside candle, and I've said it several times that even when we have an inside candle, sometimes price can go up before going down. But when the inside candle is a down candle whilst you're going down, I don't like that. Okay, I don't like that. So with that said, they could attack the monthly low here, and then price might reject. So be aware, because they might attack this month low as they've just done and then reject. That is why I'm encouraging you to sit on your hands and wait, because they've just taken out the previous month low, where we've just opened a new month and straight away they've gone down. Okay, that could be the cause for price to reject. And on the weekly, it looks like this. All right, so let's see how today is gonna close. All right, so let's go back to the monthly and then look at euro. So euro to the same thing. We're attacking the previous month high first. Sorry guys, my son is back and he's just disturbing over here. So yes, on the euro, we've just taken out the previous month high. So again, just be cautious because it's just the first week and it's just the first day and the price has gone up like that. So let's see how this New York session is gonna trade, because it can reject and then start going down. All right, so let's be cautious. British pound, that one it is yet to take out the previous month high, but I think it might take it out. It might take the previous month high out here. The key word is might, because the way last week closed, we closed as a rejection above previous week high. So technically we're supposed to be taking out a previous week low, and so far it's going up. It's not taking it out yet. It could be trading inside something over here, which is a H4 auto block. Okay, it could be trading to something over here, come back down and then go back up. Again, just sit and wait. Just sit and wait. Let today close, because that new month candle is going up first instead of going down first. I think we did speak about this last time. When we close, we need to see the movement to the downside first before up. If they go up first, then it might be up to something. And you can see that we have this rejection, so we should have at least come for this low. So going up, that is likely going to be manipulation. Now if it goes straight up and closes above it, then this will be a reaccumulation, which from the weekly it looks like that is what it's doing. Accumulation, reaccumulation, another reaccumulation, and then another reaccumulation in here. Alright, so let's see what it's really trying to do. Is it going to reject and come and attack this low before going up, or is it going to go straight up and close above it? It's not clear to me yet, because today is Monday. So let's wait and see. Also, let me say this: the month of June is a month where price likes to consolidate a lot. The first 2 weeks of June, or even the first week of June, can see some big movement, and then from there price can move into like a consolidation. So let's be mindful. Australian dollar, I think this one is very clear. We took out the previous week high and then rejected, so it's similar to what the euro is doing, similar to what the pound is doing as well. Similar to what the pound is doing. But June sees Australian dollar being bullish. June mostly see Australian dollar being bullish. So even if we get the pairs to be consolidating, it depends on what this one does. We might be expecting a continuation, because so far you can say this pair has been underperforming, since it has not really moved as much as the euro and pound has been doing. June is a seasonal move for the Australian dollar, so we might get the Australian dollar to push higher. If you look on the monthly time frame, this low to this high, we are coming back into premium relative to that range. Okay, so we are yet to get anywhere. I think this down candle, that's where we are likely going to be trading to. So last week, let's go to last week, we closed as a down candle. If we can reject and close above this this month, this will be a pair to focus on. And if we're focusing on this, we can also use the strength to trade the Aussie pairs. So pound Aussie, euro Aussie, and then the Aussie CAD and Aussie New Zealand. We can use that strength to trade those pairs. Okay. All right. Same thing applies to the New Zealand pair. We're expecting them to go up more to this down candle, and it can be the reason why price will give strength to New Zealand. Because if you see the Australian New Zealand, you can see that it's actually dropping. If you see the Australian New Zealand, there is some strength in the Aussie New Zealand, which, since the New Zealand is the second pair and we are dropping, it could be strength for the New Zealand. So New Zealand CAD, New Zealand dollar, and all the New Zealand pairs. I think last week we got some. I gave you a trade idea to go and attack the previous week low on this one and that one too. So this week I'm waiting for confirmation on this. If we can close above this high, not even close, I think we are going up here, because this down candle has been reaccumulated inside this fair value gap. Okay, so this was a pullback to reaccumulate more again and then expand up. So that's what the New Zealand is doing. Hence this month, between the Aussie and the New Zealand, I prefer the New Zealand pair. Okay, and you can also look at the New Zealand CAD, the pound New Zealand, and then Aussie New Zealand, the Euro New Zealand. Because if we have strength here, it might translate to those pairs going down. So Euro New Zealand might be trading lower. Pound New Zealand might also be trading. Pound New Zealand is looking good, as a matter of fact, from the monthly perspective. This is an inside candle, so they can come for the previous month low. Okay, and from the weekly, we have this up candle where we've pulled back into it and price is rejecting so far, so they could be coming for that previous month low. Looking at the daily, right, this is a breaker. This is the last up candle. They came to the candle's low and stabbed it several times and it's rejecting. So I'll probably look at this pair, and you can use the strategy. No, I won't call it even a strategy. You can use the simple method that I spoke about last week, which is you can look for New York session to give you a gap, and then when we trade back to it, you look to sell for the week. Right? I gave it to all my private students, and I've also shared it with you, so you can use that to look for a trade idea on this to continue going down. And this week I'll actually be looking for one, and we will look for it together if we find any potential setup. And then I'll look for a sell or a buy using the New York session. And in the meantime, we look for any trade idea that will make itself available. Okay, so instead of trading the New Zealand dollar, you can trade the crosses. Dollar cards, I think they've gone all the way down, so that's fine. Dollar yen, that will also resume going to attack this low. Now watch this pair, because again, I like the fact that we rejected previous week high, so we are going to continue going down to attack this low and that low. So watch this New York session today and see, do we create any pattern, like any bearish order block, any fair value gap. I like the landing session gap that they've left, this one here. But the unfortunate thing is, instead of them going up, trading above the weekly opening price, they went down first. So it might probably come up before going down. Just be mindful. Today is Monday, but ultimately they'll be coming for these lows, this low and that low. So it'll be better for them to pull back and then we go down. I think a pullback to this down candle will be good. Just that down candle. I don't trust this on a Monday. Okay. Gold. So gold has eventually moved up into that area. All right. Last week was fantastic. Perfect example of how price actually trades. We went down Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday forming the low on Thursday, rejecting, Friday also pulling back, and then Monday continuation. This is perfect. And I got into a trade here. I think I talked about this being manipulation. Okay, this one being manipulation, and they only came for this gap and then rejected. Now on the lower time frame, I'll show you where I got in. Right in here, I think also on the 1 minute chart. Yeah, I got in right in here. Once they broke above the up candle, this one, once they broke above it, that's where I got in, because this was a fair value gap that they traded to, and then we didn't break structure here because all these were continuation candles. Right here, this low, this high, low, we broke it during that New York session, and then I got in and I left it, and this is what happened when I woke up. So price has actually got to where I'm expecting it to go to. So for now, I'm gonna be sitting on my hands and waiting. Let today close, and then I'll look for the continuation to the upside. Okay, so from the weekly perspective, we're gonna be looking for a continuation up here. Now from monthly, same thing. Last month, for the first time, May has closed as an inside candle. I've not seen that before. Okay, so right now I'm navigating an unknown territory where I've not seen May close as an inside candle before in the last, I don't know, years that I've been trading. May is a month that always sees some kind of a expansion somewhere. It takes out a high or a low, not an inside candle. So it's gonna be tricky this month. Just focus on the month high and the month low. Price is reaching for one of them, and so far since we're reaching up here, that is where I think is going. Right, so we're gonna be looking for continuation, but I want today to close bullish, and then tomorrow I'll see if it might pull back before continuation, or they'll continue going up. All will be revealed probably during the landing session in the morning. So by following institutional order flow, this down candle here should hold and then take us up. So this down candle should be holding and then take us and continue going up. All right. Now, the surprising pair is crude oil. This is not what I was expecting. I was expecting them to continue going down to attack. Yeah, this low here, and then trade to this gap. So that's the surprise for the week so far. That move, I didn't expect that. So as it stands, if we move to the monthly, it's looking like it's gonna take out the previous month high and then reject. Okay, because there's a gap and it looks like it's redistributing. So they're gonna take out the previous month high, which comes in at I think this would be a nice trade for the month of June, because the month of June usually sees the crude oil dropping. Okay, month of June usually sees crude oil dropping. So I think this would be a good pair to be monitoring. The seasonal tendency for crude oil usually sees it it sees it dropping, hence we might see price reject above this high immediately and then come back down. You can see they did not take out the low, so that has engineered that as equal low, and we've been dropping. So 6423, that is where I'll be expecting price to reject from, and then we continue going down. Okay, so watch 6423, and we want to see them reject from that area and then start making its way down. From the weekly perspective, it looks like this, and that is the gap. All right, it might just dip above that and then continue going down. Now with the weekly, I'm showing more price action. This high is within it, so it can also go as high as that to take it out to form the high of the month, and then we come back down, and daily looks like this. So these two levels is your level to anticipate the high forming. I really like it, right? The fact that we've opened the new month and then straight away is going up, that's good, and it's the first week of the month, right? So it's a good thing. I'm liking it so far, either here or just above this, maybe anticipating a rejection, and then we go back down again. All right. ES, so with ES, last week we took out the previous week high, so I'm expecting this low to be taken for this week, and then probably that one. So again, patient. It's Monday. From the daily perspective, maybe you need to take out the previous day's high first, which is Friday's high, which comes in right over here. So watch that, and then watch this gap. That is where they can likely form the high of the week and then trade down. Okay, because we run this high, we broke this down candle. If possible, not even trade through this, but it's a new week, so they can take out the previous day high, which is Friday's high, and then we go down. So just watch that level. comes in at 5933.25, and then anticipate a rejection from there. Okay, now let's move to the cryptos. Okay, so with the cryptos, I think the narrative, I've given you the narrative since towards the end of the month, and it's all on this one. Okay, and it looks like it's doing it. It looks like it's doing it. Let me take out this drawing. Let's go to the weekly, right? So last week we ended up as a down candle, inside candle, and like I said, we've opened a new month. So where's the low? Right here, likely gonna form. So anticipate price going there. Okay, and like I said, it's gonna affect all these cryptos. So AI is gonna affect that. Let me zoom in. It's gonna affect AI. That has already even dipped inside a gap. So maybe one more run for this low before the rejection. Solana, same thing. It's coming back into that down candle. Let's go to the monthly and check. Okay, that's not good. Okay, looking at the monthly, it's not good to see them reject in the month high. So as Bitcoin is going, this can potentially even go for the previous month low. Preferably not, because we have a down candle here. So maybe just a run for previous week low. Into this level. So running this low to that level before the rejection. But again, don't discount, just watch Bitcoin, because everything is gonna hinge on that. I don't know how aggressive they're gonna push it down, or it's just gonna be a gradual move to the downside. Because if it does it aggressively, then all these Bitcoins will drop aggressively. So watch Bitcoin to know when this is gonna reverse. The levels that I've given, this one and that low, that is where you're watching for the reversal to take place. Ethereum, same thing. The month closed bullish, so we're expecting the low to form before it goes back up, and that gap, that's where they can form the low. Hype, same thing. I think I anticipated a fair value gap, and that's what they formed. So we want to see them take out this low, dip into it. I think Hype would be a good one for this month, looking at how aggressive it closed above this high and that high. This gap is likely gonna form the low of the month, so watch it, let them dip into it, and then on the daily give you an immediate rejection, and then you can look for a potential buy. XRP, let's go to the monthly. So XRP rejected the previous month high, so watch the previous month low. As Bitcoin drops, that's where they can take the next liquidity from. Okay, so ignore all the levels that I said, because now price has closed for the month. So a new recalibration, this is the level, and once you reject it, you can start looking for the potential rejection to go back up, following the the Bitcoin if Bitcoin does not reject, don't buy this, because it's all gonna track what the Bitcoin is doing. Then finally, Zatchki. They went for that low and rejected, but again, we're waiting for Bitcoin to give us a signal. So on the daily, it can come one more time down to attack this low before we eventually start making our way up. So I would recommend you sit on your hands and wait. Let them give the confirmation on Bitcoin. Everything is hinging on Bitcoin right now. Let Bitcoin give us the confirmation after trading into this. We trade into that, reject, close above any down candle immediately on the daily, then we are good to go on all the cryptocurrencies. Right? It's early Monday, and I like the fact that we going down first. That's a good sign. So let's wait and see. All right. Okay, so with that said, I'm gonna go and do some things, find something for my son to eat, and then I'll see you all same time tomorrow. Again, I apologize for coming in late, but I'm always here. Until then, take care, enjoy. Yeah, I forgot, and there's an announcement. As you can see, one of the pairs is missing, which is Tatsuo. I will probably give an update on that in future. There's something that I don't know. I just couldn't do it today. I don't know how to put into words, but yeah, you're not gonna see Tatsuo for some time until further notice. So going forward, you might not see me giving Tatsuo update, and when I get confirmation, then I will continue giving updates on Tatsuo. All right, so have a nice day, and I'll see you tomorrow.